It started with a simple conversation at a small-town cafe. But what Ivanka Trump did for a struggling small business owner changed everything. You won't believe how one act of kindness transformed a life forever. For months, Jake, a hardworking small business owner, had been trying to keep his food truck afloat. His truck, Jake's Tacos, was his pride and joy, but dwindling sales and mounting debts were making survival impossible. Jake spent long days parked outside local businesses, hoping for customers. But more often than not, he'd go home with barely enough to cover costs. On this particular evening, Jake parked outside a popular cafe, hoping the dinner rush would bring in customers. His truck looked worn, the bright yellow paint faded and peeling. Inside, Jake worked tirelessly, preparing tacos in his small, cramped space. Little did he know, his life was about to change. Ivanka Trump, in town for a business meeting, had decided to grab a coffee at the cafe. As she sat near the window, she noticed the food truck outside. It looked like it had seen better days, and the man inside appeared tired, but determined. Curious, she decided to step outside. Jake, busy cleaning the counter, was startled when Ivanka approached. "Hi," she said with a warm smile. "What kind of food do you serve here?" Jake, surprised but eager, handed her a menu. "Tacos, fresh and homemade," he said. "It's my family recipe." Ivanka decided to try one of Jake's tacos. She watched as he carefully prepared it, his hands moving quickly but skillfully. When she took her first bite, her eyes widened. "This is amazing," she said, her voice full of enthusiasm. Jake smiled, a mix of pride and relief. "Thank you," he said quietly. "I put everything I have into this." As they chatted, Ivanka learned about Jake's struggles. His business was barely surviving, and he was close to shutting down. He explained how much he loved cooking and how important his food truck was to him. After finishing her meal, Ivanka looked at Jake thoughtfully. "Your food is incredible," she said. "Why haven't I heard about your truck before?" Jake sighed. "I don't have the money for advertising. I rely on word of mouth, but it's hard to compete with bigger businesses." Ivanka nodded. "I think I can help," she said. Jake looked at her, confused. "What do you mean?" "Let's just say I have a few connections," she replied with a wink. The next day, Jake received a phone call from Ivanka's team. She had arranged for his food truck to be featured at a high-profile event later that week. Jake was stunned. Over the next few days, Ivanka's team helped Jake redesign his branding. They repainted the truck, added a fresh new logo, and even set up a social media account to promote his business. For the first time in months, Jake felt like things were turning around. The day of the event arrived. Jake's food truck was parked prominently at the venue, surrounded by excited customers. Ivanka arrived to show her support, greeting Jake with a warm smile. "This is incredible," Jake said, watching the growing line of people waiting to try his tacos. "I can't thank you enough." "You deserve this," Ivanka said. "Your hard work speaks for itself." Word spread quickly about Jake's tacos. Social media posts from the event went viral, and Jake's food truck became a local sensation. Orders poured in, and Jake found himself busier than ever. Ivanka continued to check in, offering advice on managing the sudden growth. "Remember," she said, "success is about staying true to what you love." With his business thriving, Jake decided to give back to the community. He began offering free meals to families in need and partnered with local charities to support small business owners. "I wouldn't be here without the kindness of a stranger," Jake said. "Now it's my turn to pay it forward." Jake's generosity inspired others in the community. Local businesses began collaborating with him, and his story was featured in newspapers and online. When asked about Ivanka's role, Jake said, "She believed in me when I didn't believe in myself." That's something I'll never forget. Months later, Jake's food truck business had expanded to multiple locations. He had hired a team, upgraded his equipment, and even started mentoring other small business owners. Ivanka didn't just help my business, Jake said. She changed my life. As for Ivanka, she said simply, sometimes all someone needs is a little support to reach their potential. If this story moved you, hit that subscribe button for more inspiring tales on Beyond the Spotlight.